Hello divers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinyaka and I'm the creative leader of Osler Empire. Please, on today's tutorial, I'll be taking you guys through on how to make this wonderful asooke headband with very elaborate bow, very different from the usual. Not waste so much of our time, let's dive into this tutorial. Material needed are asooke, matching thread, marking chalk, measuring tape, office pins, thread, and velcro. Some people call it magic gum. So let me show you the measurement. So I'm going to be measuring out 21 inches up to 2 strips. I'm going to show you, can you see? Then I'm going to place my asooke like this and to my sewing machine and join the both of them together the way I just place it, just like that. Okay, after joining the both together, I'm going to flip it to the wrong side. I take up my measuring tape and from that end I measure out 1 inches away from the fabric and I mark it out. Then afterwards I'll go ahead to fold the fabric like that and I will take it to the sewing machine and run it through from that end to the other end. I'll come back. After that is done, I'll flip my fabric towards the fine side, yes. Then I'll take up my measuring tape again. From that end, I'm going to measure out 2 inches. We are trying to create out pleat right here. So I'm going to create out 2 inches, measure out 2 inches, sorry, and I'll mark it out. I'll mark out like 3 places or 4 places like that. Then afterwards, I will go ahead to fold in my fabric towards the end, but not really the end. I'll leave like 1/4 inch away like that to create out a pleat, right? So I'll take it to my sewing machine and I will run it through from one end to other end. At this point, it can secure with your office pin to give you a clearer version, but I know what I'm talking about and also I know what I'm doing. So that's the reason why I do not need pin at this point, but if you need it, you can go ahead. Then I go ahead to run it like that and I'll come back. Then after that, I will take up my measuring tape again and from the where the last pleat ended, I'll measure out another 2 inches again and I'll fold it like that and I'll run into my sewing machine and I get pleat. I'll continue like that until I exhaust the fabric. So I've gotten total of 5 pleats, but we are getting, our goal here is to get 6 pleats. So this last one, the reason why I'm showing it because I do not want to sew it. So I'm going to show you guys how to, when you get to the last one, how you are going to do it. So I use my office pin to secure it like that. Then I'm moving to the edges. Can you see what I did? I grabbed the fabric and I place it towards almost the end of the pleat, almost the first pleat. So I join it like that. Watch what I did here. So I join it I bring up the fabric almost to the end of the fabric and I secure with office pin. I hope you understand. Then afterwards, I'll go ahead to stitch it with my sewing machine, both edges, okay? So after that is done, I'm trying to show you guys the velcro I'm talking about. I'm using white color. It has 2 different colors, like 2 colors, sorry. It has black and white. So I'm bringing fabric, like this fabric is 4 inches. I'm measuring for you guys to see. So I measure at 4 inches up to 2 strips of my fabric. I'm going to fold the both edges like that. I'm going to use it to cover up the edges of my band. Okay, so watch how I'm going to place it on my fabric. I fold the both edges of the 4 inches and I take it to the edges of the band and I'll place it like this around that edges of the band like that and I will fold it so well in such a way that you will not know that I join it, and I'll go ahead to secure it with my sewing machine. I'll also go ahead to secure the hole of the handle, as you can see. So can you see? And that is that. So after securing, I'll bring in my velcro. So this is where my velcro comes in. So the hard part of the velcro, I'll be placing it at my right side of the handle of my hairband. Okay, so like that, I'm going to secure it with my office pin, right? Then after securing, I can take it to my sewing machine and sew in a block form. I'll sew in a block form, as you can see my hand like that. So then afterwards, I'm going to flip the headband to the wrong side, and I'll bring in the soft part of the velcro and I'll place it under like that, leaving the gum part to be facing up. I hope you understand. Afterwards, I'll secure with my office pin, getting ready to sew in my sewing machine. Then afterwards, I will sew in the block form as well. I'll come back. Hey, at this point, you haven't hit up that subscribe button yet. Kindly do so. Turn off notification bell button, like, comment, and share. Okay? My returning subscribers, thank you so much. I see you guys. So that is done. I'm going to going to measure out the fabric I'm going to use for my bow. So the measurement for this fabric is going to be 15 inches up to 4 strips. Okay, so I'm going to join the 4 strips into 2 places, like 2 to each other, like that. I'm going to place it like this, and I'll join in sewing machine. I will join also the second 2 in my sewing machine like that. Okay. So after joining, it should be looking like this. Okay, so watch what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to fold it in a 4 square. I hope you understand, in a block form. So I'll fold my fabric first. This is the second. So making sure that the edges of your fabric is aligning very well. Please watch carefully. As you can see, I'm focusing on that edges very well. Make sure that the 4 edges are aligned, that are equal to each other. Then when you are satisfied with that, you can go ahead to secure it with your office pin before we can work on what we are supposed to work on it, right? Please watch carefully, right? Because this is the main cocoa. If you didn't get this thing, it's going to, mess up your work. So after that, I'm going to grab in my tape. Excuse me, I'm going to grab in my tape right away, and from that edges, I'm going to measure out 3 inches, and I'll mark out with my marking chalk. Right, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Yes, I'll also get measure out 3 inches away from that side, and also mark it out with my marking chalk. So after marking, I'll go ahead to, make a U shape from that point A to the point B, right? I'm going to draw a U shape like that. Then after that, I'll grab in my scissors to cut off that place. That is excess of this whole measurement we are doing. So I'm going to cut it off like that. Then afterwards, I remove my pins and spread my fabric over. So this is what you are getting. Then after that, I've already gone ahead to do the same thing, the second fabric. I'll just locate the fine side of each other, and I placed the both fine sides to each other, and I make sure that my fabric is aligning very well. I'll secure the main part with my office pin. I'll go ahead to measure the total of the fabric. The total of the fabric is 14 inches after all this scenario, and I'll mark out the midpoint, the opening where I'm going to use to flip the fabric over. So the midpoint is 7 inches. So I just secure like 3 inches away from the middle. Then I'll take my fabric to the sewing machine. I will sew it in a block form, leaving that part opening. Okay. So as you can see, I'll go ahead to flip my fabric, turn my fabric inside out. Okay, and afterwards I'll come back. At this point, and you haven't joined our WhatsApp push group, I don't know what you're still waiting for. Please click the link at the description box to join us on our WhatsApp push group, where you can learn and unlearn. A lot is happening on that push group. Okay. So I'll go ahead to iron out my fabric. So I've done that off camera already. Then I'll go ahead to make my bow. Please watch carefully to see how I grab this bow. It's not about making a pleat. As I'm making a pleat, you're also extending the pleat towards all the edges of the fabric, so that the line of the bow will come out so well, right? As I'm making the pleat, make sure that you are extending the pleat across the fabric, one after the other. Okay, so I'll continue like that until I exhaust this fabric right here. At this point, and you are still watching, oh my god, you guys are the real dogo. Thank you so much. Please do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Do well to also join our WhatsApp push group where you can interact with us, join other creative to share any creative idea. Send us a inspiration videos or tutorial or you want us to mentor on that group. So I'll go ahead to secure my bow with my needle and thread. Right, make sure that you secure the main point so firmly, okay? So when you are done securing, set it aside, grab in a little fabric to cover out the midpoint of the bow. So this particular fabric is 4 inches length, as you can see. So I already gone ahead to fold the edges of it, and I make another fold again, which is third. Then after that, I fold it into 2 equal half. I think this part that I'm showing where my hand is 1 inch, so I'm going to stitch it to my sewing machine. After that, I flip it over. So I'm taking my bow like this. I make a notch at the bow like that, and I'm going to insert the host into the bow, and I'll drag it to the midpoint to cover up that where the thread are showing. Please make sure that this sewn part is at the side of the bow, right? Okay. After that, grab in your band and fold it into equal half to locate the midpoint. Then you grab in your bow and place it like that. Okay, then you secure with office pin first of all before you can finally tack. When you are done securing it, you grab in your matching needle and thread to tack every bit of it where pins are showing. Then afterwards, I'll come back to show you guys the final aspect of it. Okay, stay tuned. So I decided to show this clip where I'm sewing it. So this is how you sew. You push in your needle and thread inward the fabric from the underneath, and the same place that your needle go in, same place is going to come out. You continue like that until you successfully tack every bit of it. Okay. Voila, here comes our Odogu hairband, the unusual type. This is not your regular hairband. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.